I drove a 30 quid Nissan Micra to Morocco.
Do something crazy and dangerous to feel alive.
One time I was in Mexico and I think I nearly got kidnapped.
It's a case after falling off the roof.
No way.
I woke up and there was like porridge growing out of my knee.
Porridge. And this is Adventure Chats with Johnny. Today I'm here in Clare. Right now I'm at Fanor Beach and I'm going to be chatting to the locals and talking about their wildest travel and adventure stories, or just travel in general. So join me for that and let's have a good day, everybody.
My name is Johnny, and I am fond of an adventure. Adventure has brought me all around the world. It has opened my mind to a world of opportunities. It has allowed me to see the world in a whole new way. Done some mad things, and I want you to join me. Let's go. Yeeew! Today, I was in County Clare, starting my new series, Adventure Chats with Johnny.
Good now.
Adventure Chats with Johnny.
You got any? Have you been traveling much?
No, you don't want to hear from us.
You look like a man with some good stories. I'm just chatting to people about adventure and travel and yeah.
I love your adventures, by the way.
Oh, how's it? Oh, thanks.
Brilliant.
Appreciate it.
Really interesting.
Thank you.
That's the fella that rode to... Where'd you row? Or
Kayak to Istanbul, yeah.
Istanbul.
Yeah. How's it going? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, class. Have you done anything like that yourself?
No.
Or any travels at all?
Oh, I did. Cycled Malin to Misen.
Oh, nice.
But not twice, but...
Was your problem having a chat about that?
Yeah.
Go on, sit down there for a minute. Right, so what was your name? Barry, Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Nice to meet you. So tell us what you've done about your cycling trip.
Yeah, so I've done Malin to Misen twice for CF Ireland.
Oh, nice.
So my young fella has cystic fibrosis.
Oh, right, okay, sorry to hear.
So,
Yeah.
so fundraising for that.
Wow.
It was brilliant, yeah.
So you did 2 different times or back
Two or
and forward?
twice, yeah, no,
Right.
yeah.
Did you
Two
see the
different-
fella that ran back
Ran
and
the whole
forward?
thing, yeah. There was, we saw a couple of lads walking it as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's
So
mad.
you started in
Started in Malin,
Malin.
doing it the wrong way around.
Wow. Okay. So what was the trickiest thing about doing that? What was the hardest thing about it?
The hardest thing was
Best and worst.
best thing was just cycling it. It was
Yeah.
brilliant. It was
Yeah.
brilliant fun. I was pretending I was a professional cyclist for a few days.
I've done
which
that
I'm-
as well.
which I'm not.
Yeah.
But the hardest thing was wet.
Yeah.
Getting wet.
What time of year was it?
We did it in May.
Wow.
So
Okay.
the first.
To walk us through the route, like, can you think about like?
Yeah. So we went Malin to Bundoran,
Yeah.
Bundoran to Oranmore, Oranmore to Mallow, and then Mallow to
Class.
Misen Ed.
Did you have any good chats with people along the way?
Oh yeah, loads
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, people.
For
with-
like you open up a lot when you're doing something
Oh,
difficult.
yeah.
Isn't
Like
it?
like there's a girl with CF cycling it, so like and listening to her, and she was obviously much older. My fella's 9, and she was in her 40s, like, so
Yeah.
just listening to her, how
Right.
she's grown up with that,
Okay. Yeah.
brilliant.
And what was your son? Is it your son's name?
Son, yeah, Tyke,
Shout out to Tig. So,
mad Tyke.
had any hairy moments like in general?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Anything that stands out?
Oh well, getting sick and falling off bikes. And,
Tell us about the falling off the bike.
I fell off and broke my leg.
Oh,
Mountain
stop.
biking. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's the most dangerous thing, though,
I
isn't
know,
it?
Yeah, silly thing to do, isn't it? Do that.
Cool. Well, any advice for someone that wants to do something like that and maybe might be nervous to take the step?
Go for it. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much, and enjoy your swim, Jacob. You're a man of a good story, I'm sure. So, tell the people what's your name.
My name's Jacob.
And where are you from?
I'm from Devon.
And what are you doing here in Ireland?
Oh, not a lot.
Not a lot, but
Not a lot.
what you be doing.
It needs to be done. Yeah.
So, where did you start, and where are you planning to finish, if you have a plan?
Where did I start? Well, I started in Dublin, but we won't count that. The real adventure started in West Cork. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Cork, and then we got all the way up to Easky, and then we come back down again.
Do you
So
feel like you got the itchy feet and then you left? Is that kind of what happened?
maybe, yeah. So I think I'm always kind of, I don't know. It's just there's a big world, isn't there? You know, it's a big
Yeah.
world, and you got to see it.
So when did your first idea of traveling come to you?
Oh man.
Do you remember the moment?
You know, did you ever watch Long Way Round?
Long way around, no.
So that was a show like 2003, I think they did that, and that's Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman, right? The two
Right.
actors. And they just decided to do. It was based off a book by, I think, is it Ted Simons or something like that. I don't know, called Jupiter's Travels.
Yeah.
And he basically went around the world on a motorbike back in the 70s, in like the late 70s. Anyway, the two of them read that book and they thought it was brilliant, and then they
Wow.
wanted to do a show about it. And it was kind of before like that sort of kind of travel documentary things. Like there's quite a lot of it on YouTube now, but this was
Yeah.
like a full-on sort of production. They had like support
Like Top
cars.
Gear times, or?
Yeah, kind of a bit like a Top Gear adventure.
Yeah.
But they were off on their bikes and they were kind of on their own and stuff, and they had like cameras on them, on their helmets and stuff. But I used to watch it as a kid and I just fucking loved it. I just thought it was wicked. Like,
Wow.
I just thought that was so cool. All the places they went, you know, and I don't know. So
Do
probably,
you feel like that inspires your itch to travel?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it? You'd forget how much of an influence like other people
Yeah.
would have on you. Like I
I
definitely have
just-
some moments like that as well in my life.
I watched it so much as a kid. I just loved it. Yeah. I just probably one of the most watched things. Like.
Yeah. I want to hear. Tell me the sentence I want to hear. What did you do with that car?
I drove a 30 quid Nissan Micra to Morocco, the south of Morocco, almost Western Sahara, and slept in it with another Irish lad.
Who I happen to know, Adam. Shout out to Adam.
Shout out AOB.
That is class.
Fucking Mayfield, man.
So you lived in a Nissan Micra that you paid 30 quid for.
Yeah.
And you drove it all the way from England to Morocco. How was that?
It was great, and you know, testament to the car. I think we had the battery go, a flat tire, and a headlight bulb. That was it. And that was over about 6 months. I did about 13,000 miles as well in those 6 months. Yeah.
So walk us through the route. So like, tell us like your first of all, tell us your favorite place that you stopped in between that whole that
Oh
route.
man. In the Micra. Italy was really beautiful. Just coming along that coast towards France. The Pyrenees are good. I really like the Pyrenees. Favorite
Did you ever
part?
pull up in a place that you didn't get a vibe for?
Shit. There
I
was
like
a
hearing the dark stuff.
Yeah. So there was like a little spot that we'd found in just outside of Rabat, I think, actually.
In Morocco.
Yeah, it was well out of the way. We were just kind of, it was nice though, it was a nice little spot. We just kept there and we stayed there for like 3 nights or so. But to get to it, there was a sort of like a track, and there was like a big puddle in the middle of this track. And I'd just been hitting the puddle at some speed and just kind of ploughing through it, which was all right. But you know,
Poor
the car
little
would
Nissan.
fucking, like, yeah, the poor little Nissan, like, so. But anyway, yeah, for some reason I thought actually maybe I don't need to hit it quite as fast. So I went at it slower, and then it didn't work, and we just fucking got bogged down. So that was it.
Oh my
So then we had to go and find the locals. Fucking mud like everywhere, all up the car, and that. And yeah, they towed us out.
What was like the worst moment in that whole trip?
Really, there wasn't really anything too stressful.
No, that's great, man.
When we saw the lorry getting robbed, like Fast and Furious style. That was.
You seen a lorry getting robbed?
Yeah, we've been in the country probably about 3 days, I think, and we were driving down this sort of long road at night, and it was like 11 o'clock or something. And anyway, we come up behind this lorry, and then behind this lorry is like another car, and he's really close up behind him. Sort of looking at me, thinking like, why is he so close? You know, like what's going on? Anyway, the next thing is we see this bloke stand up in the back of this lorry, and we're like, fucking what the hell? He's literally stood up in the back. And we're like, that's mad. And then you kind of think, all right, there's something dodgy going on here. Anyway, he just picks up this sack. He's got this big sack. To this day, I don't know what it could have been. Somebody said it was like almonds. Somebody said it was fucking hash. I don't know.
Probably hash.
Probably, it was a big sack of hash. Like if it was like a proper potato sack sort of thing, you know. Anyway, he picks it up and he throws it down to a man who's fucking sat on the bonnet of the car. And just bearing in mind, we're probably doing about 50 mile an hour. He then fucking heaves it through the window to the bloke in the passenger seat.
The sack?
Yeah. What? And they've got this full-on chain going.
Wait, so you're telling me there was someone on the bonnet
Yep.
while the car was driving,
Yep. Yeah.
and they were trying to...
Oh, they weren't trying. They were successfully extracting all these sacks out of it.
While it was driving?
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit,
So
man,
as they
that's
pulls-
crazy.
Lifts the sack up. He stood up in the back of the lorry. There's a big sort of like 7.5 tonner. And yeah, he sort of like lowers himself down off the edge, chucks it to the man on the bonnet. He catches it like that, and then behind him through the window. They did this about 3 times, and then they started to pull back. and they fell back, and then for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I just thought I'd overtake them, so I overtook them.
Oh my
And
god.
got in front of them, and then got behind the lorry, like, and they sort of disappeared behind into the darkness, like, and anyway.
They took all the sacks or a few of the sacks?
Well, they took a few of the sacks. There was loads of
Man,
sacks.
that had
in
to
the
have
back.
been something expensive.
It must have.
Let us
been.
know in the comments, what do you think was in the sack?
In
Was
the
it
sack.
hash or potatoes?
Or almonds,
Or
a bit of
almonds.
both. Who knows?
But they really risked their life for a bag of almonds.
Wow.
Well, I suppose maybe
they're
they're
expensive,
hungry.
I think, like, maybe. But so anyway, this car's like disappeared, and we're just following this lorry, like, happy days, just talking about it, thinking like, that's mad. You know, we've never seen anything like that before in our lives. Anyway, the next thing is you see like the fucking headlights coming back in the rear view, and they're sort of getting brighter and brighter, and then they start flashing us, and they're coming up quick now. They're coming up behind us quick, and I'm sort of thinking, fucking, I look at Adam, and I'm like, have we seen?
How did you manage to get involved?
I know. I was like, we've only been in the country 3 days. I was like, have we seen too much? Are they gonna like bury us in the desert now
my
or something? Because
God.
we've seen the job being done. And anyway, yeah. So they sort of pull up really close behind us, and they're beeping the horn and flashing, and I could see them, and they're all in the fucking car, just like waving their arms around. I'm like, they don't look happy. They do not look happy. Anyway, they come up alongside us, and meanwhile, I'm sort of thinking like, fucking. I said to Adam, I was just like, well, what's this about? Like, what are we gonna do now? Like, you know.
Oh my god.
Anyway, they sort of start to like veer us off the road, and I'm like, okay, I see this. So I just like slam on the brakes. They sort of go off ahead. Anyway, they're kind of doing like this is in the windows as they go past us. We're like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, they get right up back behind behind the lorry again. And of course, they had to pick up the last guy who was left in the lorry, didn't they? so they get up behind, and then he starts climbing down, and then fucking jumps onto the bonnet, gets into the car. It's mental. Like, I'd
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
anything like it before.
That's a great fucking story.
Yeah, to this day, I'm like, I don't really know.
The sack robbery in Morocco.
The great sack robbery.
The
yeah.
great sack
Yeah.
robbery. Wow. Oh, if it's legally okay, tell us. Like, I heard you were selling something in Morocco. It wasn't hash.
Oh, selling beer. Yeah. No, this was the
The struggles.
this was the
Coming to
Irish
the end of your trip.
Irish English business relationship deal that we had.
So why did you have to start doing that?
This was not a good idea. This is very disrespectful.
Okay. If you don't have to tell if you don't want to, but I think it's pretty good. You're not there right now, so.
You can't sell unlicensed alcohol in an Islamic country. It's just not right, is it?
Oh Jesus!
But anyway, we noticed the gap in the market rate. So,
Oh god.
so everybody, like the English, the Irish, the Germans, we all like a drink, don't we? And
Yes, we
it's
do.
just kind of the thing. And where we were, there wasn't really anywhere to buy booze. So we just thought, well, we're buying booze for ourselves. Why don't we just buy a bit for everybody else and charge them just a little bit more than cost? So we did. We went down to we went to say the big city. We went to what supermarkets called it? Carrefour. Carrefour?
Oh, not Agadir, no.
It was in Agadir, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Carrefour in Agadir.
Oh, right.
And we went in and basically filled a fucking trolley up with fucking beer and the Maghreb wine as well. And I'll never forget the lady that in the checkout, she kind of like looked at us all and was just like,
Disgraceful, like.
we're just sort of like, yeah. Thank you.
Nothing happening here.
We all clubbed together, and I think we spent about 300 quid's worth of on beer, I think, and wine. Yeah, and then we got back and sort of on the sly, we just amongst the camper van community, we just had a little bit of a deal going on with
Wow.
our friends.
It's a good idea, and you made you enough money to get home, didn't it?
Now we broke even with a little bit of profit. We did drink a lot of the beer as well.
Well, you wouldn't be Irish and English if you didn't. You'd be letting
But
your
we
country
did.
down if you didn't drink half of it.
I think so,
Half the
yeah.
profit.
I mean, we did say to ourselves, we were like, look, we've got to be really good here, because we could actually, could sort of.
Adam is a good salesman.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. Fuck. He got caught though in a club and got thrown out.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
selling beer?
Yeah. That he'll have
Oh,
to
that
tell
could
that
have went
story.
bad.
'Cause,
That could
yeah,
have went bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, we yeah, it all kind of kicked off a little bit, and it was like, okay, yeah, now we got to stop this. No, this is
Wow.
not the thing.
You know
to
what?
do.
I love those stories. Those stories just told. Like, that is literally travel. And if you get offended about selling beer in a country you shouldn't be selling it, fair enough. But you know what? When you're young and you're traveling, this is what it's all about.
We kept it sort of amongst like.
Yeah, amongst the Western alcoholics.
Yeah, which was sort of, whether that's a good thing or the right thing, I don't know. But I mean, we figured that was the best way to do it. And we just, it was more so like, you know, nobody wanted to be driving like 2.5 Agadir. It was probably like fucking 2-3 hours away or something.
Yeah.
It was quite away, you
From
know.
Tagazout.
No, it was Imswan actually.
Oh, Imswan,
It
okay,
might have
yeah,
even
that
been
makes sense,
further. I
yeah.
can't remember. But yeah, it just made sense, and it was it was kind of successful. We sold we sold beers
Unreal.
and wines. Yeah.
Jacob,
yeah.
thank you very much.
Yep.
Legend. Right, so what's your name?
Ollie Tierney.
I'm
Oliver.
Johnny, nice to meet
John.
you.
I'm also known as John.
John, oh yeah?
That's
So where are you from yourself?
Drogheda.
Drogheda, okay. What brings you down here? Travelling around or
Oh no, we came down for a few days just to Clare, West Clare. We like West Clare, yeah.
anything funny that's happened along the way?
Yeah, but one of the things, it wasn't funny at the time, but
Okay.
we were on a family holiday in France back in the 80s. 2 children. We have 3 children, but we'd only 2 at the time. And we were staying in St John de Mont, and we were on the way back to the ferry. And I had a roof rack and a Volkswagen. It was a Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh wow, love
And
those.
I thought I saw something in the mirror. And I stopped, and there was a case after falling off the roof.
No way. What are you driving?
Well, I was driving.
Oh,
so
stop.
I went back to get, and it was only a bit back. So on my way back, a man pulled up and he said, "There is another one." He said, so I realised the other case was gone as
No
well.
way.
But it was further back. And so he said, just round the corner, he said, and the sun was belting down. I should have drove back, but I walked. And it wasn't just round the corner. It was, as I got round the corner, there was no sign of it. This is a busy road, not a motorway, but a main road.
Oh, stop.
And anyway, I kept walking in the sun, and went round the next corner. I saw it in the distance, in the middle of the road,
No.
and lorries, everything, just missing it. I said, it's sure to be flattened, I said. But anyway, I got back. Then I had to carry it back. What I'm saying is I should have drove back. But anyway, I retrieved it, and I brought it back to the car. But because of all the time delay, we missed the boat.
No.
Yeah, but the case was safe.
Yeah,
Case was
but-
safe, nothing destroyed. I'm on the way to the Willie Clancy Festival. We've got a fleet of vans and we're heading that direction. My first time at a trad festival. The Pints Pilgrimage, baby. Hello everybody, here we are in the streets of Lahinch. I'm going to try and chat to some people. Yahoo! Yahoo! Hi there.
Yeah,
So what was the first trip you did yourself?
In Ireland, probably, in my van, or I used to camp in
Yeah.
Ireland.
Was that like stepping out of your comfort zone when you did that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
In what way?
So the first time I camped by myself was up a mountain ridge.
The-
I was going through a breakup. And I
Okay.
just felt really, really pulled and drawn to go up to the mountains by myself. I don't know if
Okay.
it was to release some pain or just to feel at home in myself. So I had this notion, I'm going to drive to Waterford, camp up the top of Cumshin
Just in a
Ridge.
car or in a van?
In the van, but then I brought the tent in.
Okay.
And then I hiked all the way up the top of it and arrived there, and it was a lovely day, but when I got to the top it was all misty and cloudy and horrible.
Okay.
So I set up the tent and I was like, oh god, I'm not sure about this.
This is your first time ever doing that?
First time ever doing it by myself. I didn't sleep a wink. It was really, really windy and crazy, but I felt so empowered after it.
And
when
you enjoy it?
I loved it, yeah. When I was coming down, there was like the most beautiful sunrise. Like the clouds were hanging low, but it looked like the ground was on fire because of how low they were.
Right.
And I was like, this
Wow.
is nature's reward for pushing myself out.
And
of
had
my
you ever
comfort
done
zone.
anything like that before?
Never.
Wow.
Never allowed.
How long ago was that?
It was 3 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so from then until now, have you done anything like that abroad?
By myself?
Yeah.
No.
And what about with people?
Yeah, I've travelled with people a bit. Like I did Southeast Asia last year.
So when you're in South, so what did you do? Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia.
Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia.
What was your best and worst moment on that trip?
The worst moment, I fell off a motorbike. I was doing the Takek loop.
Tell us everything. Tell us everything.
So I was doing the
I like the dark stuff.
I was doing the Takek loop on a motorbike, and
The Haijang loop.
no, the Takek in
Okay,
Laos.
right,
It's in kind of like south of Laos.
Okay.
So it's not a guided loop. You just do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And usually I went on the back of my ex's my own bike, you know,
Yeah.
because it was a real bike. You know, you could change gears on it and stuff. So we got to this tiny little village called Konglor, and there's a huge cave there. So we arrived like 11 o'clock at night, and on the manual bikes, the foot brake is at your foot, or the back brake is at your foot.
Yeah.
So he braked really hard in front of me, and then I just didn't think, put my foot or my hand on the front brake, and the thing just high-sided, and I slid all the way down the road. My leg was skint all the way up really badly, and like it was the middle of the night. So we had
Bleeding bad.
like gravel stuck to it. There's
Did you
12.
think you were dying?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, you did the pure Irish thing afterwards, where I just stood up and I was like, I'm fine. And my helmet was like gone into a ditch somewhere, right? But then we checked into our accommodation, and there was
Not to the hospital, the accommodation.
there was no. The nearest hospital was like 2 hours away.
Okay.
So I only had enough water to drink. So then we checked into our accommodation. There was cockroaches crawling around everywhere.
Oh
so then
my
I had
God.
to wash my leg.
Still bleeding out.
Still bleeding. I had to wash my leg with the shower water, which then made a massive infection.
Oh no.
So then we continued on down to Dondet, which is like a tiny little island on the Mekong River. And I woke up and there was like porridge growing out of my knee.
Porridge?
It was that infected. Like,
Wow.
It was like
Actual porridge.
actual porridge. It was. It was green and rancid.
Oh my God.
So.
Hospital yet?
There was
No?
no hospital there. No. So I went to a doctor, and she was
Okay.
like, "That's not infected." I was like, "There's flies landing on it the same."
Oh my God. How
Anyway.
much did she charge you for that?
Like probably €2. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
So then.
The absolute cheek of her.
The cheek of her. But anyway, I healed myself. You know, I found this antibiotic cream, which is great because I hadn't got food poisoning at that stage, so I didn't want to take antibiotics for my gut because it was bulletproof, you know.
Yeah.
So I found a cream, put it on it, and we healed up. Yeah.
It happens all the time in Asia, though, doesn't it?
Oh,
So what was the best moment?
The best moment of that trip was probably, I think, East Java. Yeah.
Oh, is that the island in Indonesia or something?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible. So Mount
Wow.
Bromo for sunrise, probably it's like this massive volcanic ash field, with like 3 volcanoes all beside each other. One is still active, so you go and watch it for sunrise.
Right.
And it's always a cloud inversion, and then the smoke is just billowing out of the volcano, and there's a huge one in the background, and it's just the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. Like, what did you learn about yourself?
A lot of patience.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of patience.
Because you're traveling with someone.
No, we traveled really well together. It's mostly just, I think, when you go to countries like that, it's a lot more chaotic.
Yeah.
And like things aren't consistent. If you go to get a bus at this time, it's never at that time. Or else you just have to keep saying your
That's a good
destination.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else you have to keep saying where your destination is, and no one speaks English, so you get on a sleeper bus, and then at 7 a.m. they throw you out into the back of a pickup truck, and you're like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
But I just have to trust the process and just like be patient. Oh yeah, I'm gonna arrive.
I feel like when you're at home, everything's so fast. Like, get to work,
Yeah.
get home, cook food, blah, blah, bing,
Yeah,
bing, bong.
yeah.
But then when you're traveling, everything just, you literally slow down because
Yeah.
you have to, because you have to wait
Yeah.
for this, read a book, journal.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
it. And so if there's any advice you could give to someone that wants to go traveling, but is afraid to take the step because maybe they don't want to go on their own,
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
Just do it, because you always meet people along the way. You're never alone.
Yeah.
Like, you're never ever alone. Like when I was solo traveling in Morocco, you just check into a hostel and you meet people immediately. Like
Yeah.
you form really, really lovely connections because you don't know anything about each other. So it's nearly like a safer place to open up and be vulnerable because there's less judgment, and you meet more like-minded people.
It's almost too
along the way.
short of a time frame to get annoyed at them as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, to see the
Well,
bad.
it's fleeting. Like, yeah. Well, I think just do it. Like, just if you're thinking about it, just book the flight.
Well, thank you very much.
problem
Nice to
at
meet you.
all. You too.
Hannah, come on in. You've got a travel story. Have you travelled before? All right, come on in. So what's your name?
Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
So are you from here?
No, I'm from Offaly.
Offaly.
Yeah.
Okay. Where?
Yeah. The heart of the country.
Have you ever been travelling before?
yeah, I'm just home actually from
wow.
a year-long solo trip.
Wow. Okay, well
Yeah.
then you've got a few stories.
Yeah, one or
So
two.
where did you start?
I
and where did you
actually
fin-
started in Morocco as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I did 3 months in Morocco and then 6 weeks living in a community in Portugal
Which one?
called Quinta Alma. It was like it's basically like a retreat center / glamping, but it's ran with the volunteers. So there's like 20 plus volunteers.
Okay. But did you happen to do any plant medicine ceremonies?
In that particular space, no.
Have you done one?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
was it?
Yeah, like, can I share what plant it is?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So mushrooms are like huge
Psilocybin.
support system in my life. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like I've gone on many medicine journeys, not actually ceremonial, like
Yeah.
being in a space, more like, yeah, I feel like when I take mushrooms, I'm on a...
You go internal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you started in Morocco, and tell
Yeah.
us what other countries you went through.
I spent the last 6 months in India.
Oh, wow.
I
India.
love India.
What drew you there?
That's such a good question. Something bigger.
Yeah.
Like for 3 years, I've been saying at one point on my birthday, I'll be in India. But I don't really make plans. So it was like 1 year I'll be there, 1 year on my birthday I'll be there. And then long story short, I wanted to do a specific yoga teacher training. And then it just happened that my yoga teacher, she's Irish, she was doing this exact yoga teacher training in India during my birthday.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, right, that's my
Alignment.
answer. Like I'm meant to be there now. And the land is so powerful. Like, I love Ireland and it's a very powerful land, but there's something about India that's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I genuinely felt like I was being held in the hands of India. Like everything, life is so accelerated,
Yeah.
so many opportunities for like evolution, test, integration.
Wow.
Like, and I just felt like I became way more myself.
Wow.
when
And do you think
on
you
this
were able
trip.
to integrate that back into to your normal life?
This is the thing. So like I was traveling with my intuition or like through spirit for the last year, again not making any plans. So all of a sudden when that draw was back to Ireland, I was like, surely not. Like kind of in denial a little bit.
Yeah.
But the last 5 months of my trip had been so chaotic, like moving through a lot of reprogramming around my relationship with money and all. And I think that's why I was being drawn back to Ireland, because it was like, can I integrate this new evolved version of myself
It's tough.
into a country, into my home space?
Did you ever
Do
read
you
the Four
understand?
Agreements?
That was
That-
one of the first books.
Yeah.
That is the best.
That
book
is a great
ever.
book to read when you come home from traveling, because it's like it's being in your little spiritual bubble, even in the madness of the world.
Yeah.
It's so hard to adjust back to normal when people haven't seen that you've changed. You know what I mean? They'll always view you the same, but you have to try and. That's been the biggest challenge for me, is coming home and accepting that they'll never see the change, and they don't expect them to think that you've changed. You know what I mean? It's a you journey at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So that was a hard. That took me a good while, of going and coming back to figure that out. What was the worst moment you had in that trip?
I'm thinking of a time where I was connecting with this guy when I was away, and like being really present, but also being like caught up in like this bliss and ecstasy of like connection and unconditional love for like this new person. So we just like took a long ass train to like central India, so raw. And when we got there, I could see through him in the nicest way possible, in the best way possible. I was witnessing him in all of his like wounds and all these things, but like a lot of his past started to come up, and it was like being expressed with like anger and stuff. So like all of a sudden I didn't feel safe, and I had to make the choice to be like, okay, I'm literally in the middle of India on my own, which I came here on my own, but it didn't feel like somewhere I was supposed to be.
As a girl as well, that's like a hard thing when you're
Yeah.
traveling as well. You have to be really careful with that thing.
This is it, and like putting in my voice, like being
How are
really
you?
challenged to like use my voice, been like, okay, this doesn't feel good for me anymore, and like step into that power of like, okay, I need to leave, do you know? And then that discomfort, and then the guilt and the shame, and like the
Yeah.
things that come with that.
Yeah, I feel like you grow on your own, but when you're with someone, that's when you really grow, because like it's different energies colliding, and
Yeah.
you might like a part of yourself might come out that you don't like even. You know what I mean?
So like,
So how did you decide, to say, even for the people watching that might be in a similar situation when they're traveling, a girl maybe that's just new to it, what would you say, what advice would you give them in a situation like that?
like trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. Like if something doesn't feel good, you can express that, and like you deserve to feel safe in that. And like if you're expressing how you're feeling and you're not feeling held in that, then like that's further confirmation that like get the fuck out of there.
One time I was in Mexico, and I think I nearly got kidnapped, and so I
think.
so they asked me to drive this car, and I looked out and there was two cars, and they had no number plates, and I was in the middle of the desert, and I was looking for a lift to the next town. And the next thing they asked me to drive the car, and then I was in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, hello. Oh, you're on the way to pick me up now, are you? Okay, cool. I'll be outside there, and I took everything out of the car and I hid behind the petrol station.
And why? Something felt
I don't
wrong.
well, yeah.
felt
Well, I'd say
off.
they were probably trying to get me to drive the dodgy car just in case that they got caught or something like that, or else there was something in the car. I don't know, like transporting something. Yeah.
God,
But
and
I
you
heard that
found it
they'd
lifting the
smuggled them
arms.
across the border from America, and so they're probably just bringing it. And if they got stopped, they would have got in trouble. But not if it was me, then they wouldn't have. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's
but luckily I knew how to get out of that
crazy.
situation, even if it was cringe to do, like pretend to get a phone call. Do you
No,
know what I
but
mean?
this is it. But like, no, you're so right.
Well, thank you so much. That was great.
Thank you.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Alison Lujan.
I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
And so I'm just at my sauna here in Connemara, and funny enough, I was doing interviews all day, so like in another part of the country, and now you've just rocked up with your backpack. So tell us what it is you're doing.
I've been traveling around Ireland for the last month just by hitchhiking and making a documentary.
Wow. So you flew into Dublin,
Yeah.
and where did you go? Just anywhere?
I started in Dublin, spent too much time in Dublin, and then after my phone got pickpocketed there, I was like, I'm fucking out
Your
of this
phone got
town.
pickpocketed.
It got pickpocketed, yeah, in broad daylight. I was standing at a crosswalk with my little purple backpack on, like Dora the Explorer, and then someone behind me just unzipped my bag and
No
pulled the phone
way.
out. And that
Jeez,
was,
well, on all of Ireland isn't like that, I can tell you.
and then, yeah, I just marched out of Dublin and walked 130 kilometers down the Wicklow Way.
Nice.
And that took me about 10 days. That was
Class.
beautiful. Then I just started hitching west because this documentary project is
Wow.
about fairy folklore and perceptions of mental illness and realities. And
Tell us about that.
I heard the term "away with the fairies" when I came here, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind. And then I listened to this podcast with the Blind Boy Boat Club.
Love Blind Boy.
Don't we
Shout
all?
out to Blind Boy.
With Eddie Lenahan,
Yeah.
and something in me just lit up, and I was like, I need to know more about this. And I came to Dublin to do stand-up,
Wow.
and I did one comp in Dublin, and then I was just like, I don't want to do this. And I was like, what do I want to do? And I was just sitting on the bus looking out the window like a sad girl, and then the idea just came into my brain fully formed.
And so what was the idea exactly in one sentence?
Do something crazy and dangerous to feel alive and let people in on it.
That's my kind of living right there.
It's been so fun, and everybody that I've told that what I'm doing has been like, you gotta be careful out there, it's dangerous and people are weird, and I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't pick up a hitchhiker, and like very fear-based responses. I've met nothing but nice, wonderful, respectful people. Excited. I had two kind of creepy dudes, and they've
Yeah.
both been in general Headford area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I won't name names, but
Okay. You can tell me afterwards.
but I have their license plate numbers.
Okay. Wow. I actually. That's
just
wow.
odd ducks, but everyone else so nice and
But it's
helpful.
so true. Like I can understand why people would tell you that. Like it's a scary world. You're gonna get killed, whatever. But I've been told that everywhere I was gonna go in the world, like Mexico, cycling through Mexico, I was gonna get my head chopped off.
Yeah.
Might have nearly got close to it, but it never happened. But that's it. Like the world is not as scary as the media makes out to be. I think there's actually it is. You have to have your wits about you, but you also have to like. There's a lot of good people out there, which I'm sure you've experienced here.
When I ask people what makes them say that, they go, well, it's what you see on the news, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but are you out there actually getting into strangers' cars and
Yeah.
finding out that they're lovely? I still carry a little lady knife on me
Yeah.
at all times, but it's mostly for cutting up fruit.
Unless something else happens, but yeah, fair enough. And yeah, so what do you do at home?
I'm a tattoo artist and a stand-up comic.
Oh, cool, wow. And so what was the inspiration to come to Ireland?
It's out of the Schengen region, and my 3 months in Berlin was up.
Okay, wow, right.
And I thought, I need to go and be amongst more redheads.
And so so obviously you're adventurous. What does adventure do for you? What does it do for your soul?
Oh, what a deep question. I love people, and I just get to talk to so many new people every day and share stories. That's what drives me in everything that I do. Tattooing and comedy, it's just stories. It's
That's
all
great.
stories.
And so what's been the best and worst moment in all of your travels? It could be Ireland, or wherever you lived in Berlin. What's been the scariest moment? Start with that.
Oh, I got picked up hitchhiking yesterday by this weird old farmer who was asking me, does Canadian men have big
Oh.
And I went,
Oh my God.
I don't think I've seen enough of them to have a good sample size to draw upon.
Oh
and
my God.
and then he's going, I've got a Brazilian girl at home. He said lady,
Yeah.
his wife. And I was like, that's nice, that's good for you. And I was like, well, we're here now. So I just got out of the car, but
Oh
that's
my
not even
God. I'm
scary.
sorry that happened here.
It's not
There's a
even,
lot of good people out there though.
it's not even scary.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't be weird and gross.
Yeah.
Just be nice. Every day something magical happens.
Give us
to me.
what happened today that was magical,
Um,
or in the last few days?
in the last few days. I walked through the Galway market to talk to some of the ladies who had stalls there selling fairy stuff. And then one of them was like, oh, I don't have time to interview with you. You should come out to Clare Galway Castle tomorrow to the market there. So I went out there and then just bumped into the archaeologist and the doctor who owns it.
Wow.
And I said, would you mind if I camped on your land?
Yeah.
And he went, I suppose so, and it guided me underneath this 300-year-old beech tree to set up my tent.
Wow.
He said, this is my sacred space, so I'm sharing it with you.
Wow.
And then so I set up my tent, and then he poked his head under the tree about an hour later. He said, you might as well come in for dinner. And got invited into this palace where there's a long table and a catered roast beef dinner and apple
No
crumble and
way.
all these artists and lecturers with PhDs and then I got brought in and I'm all sweaty and dirty and he went, everybody, this is Alison, and everyone went, hello.
Hello, Alison.
And I just got to have this amazing dinner and I was like,
Wow.
I was gonna eat sardines out of a can tonight.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm glad you experienced that and not just old weird people.
Oh no,
Yeah.
lots of old people, but so full of stories and they're like really sharp and
Yeah.
witty and have
Yeah.
good memories.
Good storytelling, and I'm sure they love listening to your stories you've made as well. so.
Yeah, I've got a few. But every day, this whole documentary
Yeah.
is kind of based on the idea that like if you just pay attention and trust the universe and be open-minded, that you'll get to where you need to go. And so
Wow.
every day I wake up with no plan of who I'm going to interview, and I don't know where I'm going to sleep.
It's funny you say that. Someone else said that today in an interview.
Really?
Yeah, she just came back from India traveling for the last year, and she came back, and I asked her a similar question about this, like, what does it do for you or whatever, and she said, or no, what was the advice you'd give to someone going traveling? And she said pretty much the same thing. I'll show you the video. Yeah, just like trust the universe and things will align, which I agree with 100%.
Is that how you travel?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Go with the flow. What's for you won't pass you. Have your wits about you. And the universe, if you're a good person and doing good things, people, it'll come to you, you know what
They
I mean?
just walk into your life.
Yeah, yeah. So, when you first took your first few steps on this adventure you started, how many days ago?
So I've been in Ireland for 3 months. Like the first,
But you started this
first-
adventure that you're doing right now.
I started a month ago.
Okay, so when you first took your first few steps, how were you feeling?
Ready to leave Dublin, and like I was worried maybe I was having a manic episode.
Oh, really? That you were like, is this crazy?
I
Why
was
am I
like,
doing this?
am I okay? Is this insane? I have no experience making a documentary, and I've never hitchhiked before, and I never know where I'm going. Like, I'm so bad with directions,
Yeah.
and I just thought, okay, just buy a map, and you got a phone, and just figure it out as you're going. And the biggest thing was like, if you don't know or you need help, just ask.
Yeah.
Just ask
You didn't
anybody.
have a plan, you just went for it.
Yeah.
A plan can't go wrong if you don't have a plan.
Exactly.
Yeah, I literally live the same way. And so, as like opposed to like that, how you're feeling then, how are you feeling now?
That this was the best decision I've ever made in my whole life.
Well, there you have it, people. Get out and live your life. Go follow your dreams. And yeah, what was your Instagram?
It's Alison Lujan Comedy and Alison Lujan Tattoos.
Cool. Well, go give her a follow and check out her documentary, which I'm sure I'll be able to share on my story as well at some point. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Everyone, if you watched it to this far, thank you so much. I just finished editing that video. I didn't do much editing, to be honest with you. I just threw it together, bit raw, still finding my kind of groove with the whole editing stuff. But I said, you know what, it's nice to let people tell their stories and not edit it too much as well, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more of this. And if you're enjoying it, don't forget to subscribe and join me on my journey interviewing people around the world, and a lot more travel adventures to come at the end of the year as well. Yo!